Check, 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 check. Is that us? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oi. Hey. That's how they do it. We like ended it with the hey. 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 Welcome, everybody. You are here on the Flow 95.1, and we are going to get into it. We are grateful to be back on. We had a break last week from all the fun football games, and I hope that everybody's team won or lost. I mean, somebody got to lose. If you ask me, the NFC East should all tie, right? Except the Cowboys. Go Cowboys. But with that said, last week we had a really good conversation. Me and my man Christian. Christian, say hello to the crowd.
Well, hello everybody. Hope you had a great Turkey Day.
Yes. Oh, yes, that's right. We did have Thanksgiving last week. I spaced on that.
Did you eat a lot of good food?
I did. I ate a lot of good food. I ate a lot of good things. But mostly I chilled. I really wanted to just like chill.
Right.
That was my whole goal. And
Just relax.
yeah, hard, like super hard. And I hope that everyone did the same thing. If you're anything like me and, like a man with a family, the honeydew list never ends. So I was out running all day. It's like Thanksgiving. What? It's actually more like, hey, can you go get this gift?
Mm-hmm.
Can you go get that gift?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Okay.
But with that, yeah, we had a good time. How about you?
I went down to Destin, Florida, man.
Nice. How was that?
Beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Nice, beautiful blue water. That sand is like almost pure white.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really nice.
That is nice.
Just road tripping around Florida.
That's great. That's great. And again, we're just trying to catch up to ourselves because everyone's coming off a long week. After the holidays, everyone hit that week going in hard.
Yeah.
And so for me, I actually am exhausted this weekend, and I'm going to do a lot of chilling. But last night we went to the art walk for all of y'all that did not know.
Oh, okay. Was it last night?
It was good. It was a little wet, not rainy, but it was a little moist in the air, a little coolness. But, for the Downtown Corpus Christi Association, it's really important for us as a community to really start going downtown. It's important in the local community. It's a lot of local money down there. People are needing to exchange currency because that's how we keep this city wealthy and that's how we grow our economic structure. And art walk last night for us was great. We went and spent some money, enjoyed. We ended up we were at Lazy Beach. If you guys didn't know Lazy Beach downtown, they're there. They're amazing. They're the brewery down on the south side, but now they have a downtown location. And then we went over to Rebel Toad, which is also a brewery. Okay. So that was kind of nice. We stopped into, I moved into Retro for a bit just to say what's up to some folks. But yeah, you guys got to get down to Corpus. Downtown Corpus is popping off. It's fun. Yeah, we had a good time.
A lot of good stuff. And people are really working hard to
exactly
provide a good service and some quality products.
Yeah. That's the thing. We as a community, everybody, when I first moved to Corpus, was saying that there's nothing to do in Corpus. Oh, there's nothing to do. Corpus is boring. And I'm like, oh, I've been out, and Corpus is not boring.
It's not boring.
And there's a lot to do. You're boring,
right?
And you're not doing nothing,
right?
So don't be blaming Corpus for
It's crazy. I'll meet people and take them somewhere, and then they're like, "Oh, I've been here like 15 years, and I've never gone here." And I'm like,
why?
Why? Yeah.
Or people that have lived here their whole life, they're excited about. They're like, "Man, you've been doing all this stuff. Where are you getting to these events?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to the event.
Yeah, they've been around.
Yeah,
forever.
like it's a thing. It happens. And come to find out, they've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
So here I am at all these fun events. And if you guys want to catch me there, then follow my feed, Omar_odd_Davis. Or you can follow us at Crash Bell, shameless plugs. That's how we do. And what about you, Christian? What handles can they follow with you?
Oh, I'm on changelfe.com or changelfe on any social media,
There it is.
anywhere.
There it is.
Just search it.
And with us at Crash Bell, we're always trying to make some noise here in Corpus and do what we can. I'm really wanting to just point out some of the things that's going to be happening in the veteran community. We work a lot with veterans at our office with, chronic pain and tension and helping with medical massage therapy. And there's going to be some cool stuff coming up in the new year with some of my veteran friends. And they got some really cool organizations that are doing some really cool things. We will get to those later, but I just wanted to shout out all the veterans out there. A lot of my veterans that I worked with this week, they had a rough week. I'm not sure why, but most of them had it. And if you were or are a veteran and had a rough week, I would say just, try to take some time for yourself this week and make sure you prioritize your mental health. Other than that, let's talk about some of this music stuff that we got cut off so abruptly with last week, man.
Okay.
I was like really wanting to get it in, and it was like, so I was like, oh God. Yeah, exactly. So some of the things that we were talking about last week was we left off with was the idea of the frequencies, right?
Mhm.
And how the music itself, based on the frequency and based on the wording, will actually change the vibration,
Right.
and change how it affects water. That's what we were specifically talking about
We were.
because
Right.
the artist, I mean, not the artist, but the scientist, Mr. Emoto, he wrote this book, The Mysteries of Water. And it's amazing that he was able to scientifically see that the frequencies in water actually have a lot to do with the way that water is put together in this molecular structure.
Mhm.
But let's think about this, people out there in the ether, we are made of water. And so that's what we were coming to. Like, if we're listening to music that is not beneficial to us, then how is that affecting our mind? How is that affecting us when we go into a job, right? When we go into our workspace or when we're interacting with our family? So I'm curious to know if anybody out there, any of you listeners would like to call in, text in, what is the music that you listen to, and how is it that you like to get your day started? Or have you ever listened to something that was a little bit more hype and then it ended up you getting into a situation because of that energy?
Right.
We'd like to hear from you, 361-884-1230. Again, that's 361-884-1230. But let's also just kind of shift really quick, because what we're talking about is cymatics, or what it is to study the flow of energy and frequencies or sound in water.
Right.
But it also can be in other elements. So cymatics is just a 2D understanding of what the sound wave is doing. And if you all don't know what this is, I say go Google cymatics. It starts with a C, C-Y, matics. And it is going to blow your mind, because you actually see that every sound, like you put on your favorite song, and it'll have a shape and geometry to it.
Mhm.
And if you slow that image down, depending on the actual tone, will determine how symmetrical it is. So if the music is not actually like, if it's like an aggression, distortion, then the actual symmetry of that image will be distorted. Like, it won't actually be a perfect square. It
Right.
won't be a perfect circle.
Right.
I'm like, wow, that's crazy. What do you think about that?
That is crazy. And it's true. I mean, even if we think about just how your favorite song makes you feel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you can definitely, you can feel the difference. Or if there's a song on the stage and you're like, I don't like this song. You don't
Yeah.
even have to know it, but it just doesn't
Yeah.
feel right.
Yeah. It's not me. It's not, I'm not flowing with it.
It was crazy. Like, while I was driving, right, we did this 14-hour trip, and I decided I didn't want any music.
Yeah, that happens, right?
Yeah, I just didn't want any. I didn't want anything to suggest a certain atmosphere
Mhm.
for me.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, Lord, it's just me and you. We're gonna
Yeah, you just know how to-
create our environment
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
And don't get me wrong, I had a great friend I went down with, and we talked a lot too. But when there was just silence and snoring, it was good.
Yeah, exactly. And I do that a lot in the car. And sometimes my kid, my youngest son,
Mhm.
who is present here in the studio with us, does not actually appreciate that so much. He
Wants
wants
some
to.
music.
Yeah, not only does he want the music, but he wants like the hypest music,
Oh, okay.
like 10-year-old energy music. Like it is not calm. It is so much going on in the music, and a lot of times, have you ever heard of the music? And this is for some of you, maybe you young folks, but for you older folks, I'm sure you have not. It's called funk, but not F-U-N-K, not like funk music. It's P-H-O-N-K, so it's funk.
Okay. No, this is
And
new.
it's like it is new. It's very new because it's a blend of like a lot of stuff. You get funk, you get bossa nova, you get like house drum and bass. But the thing that gets me the most and what I love about it, you get like this jungle electro hype music. It's weird. I mean, it's not
Okay.
weird. It's just like it works.
Mm.
Like it works. Like, and I was like, it's funk. And so, my son, he introduces me to it because he puts a song on, and then I find the playlist, and it's on Spotify, and it's called Funk, Phonk,
Okay.
and it's actually jamming. Like I listen to it at the office, and I'm like, wow, this is actually. If you want to be in a mood where your energy is up, because there's not many lyrics, it's actually just more dance,
Mhm.
instrumental tracks. So
Okay.
it kind of puts you in the zone, and it actually it's interesting because of the movement of the music is actually you can tell they put in some effort.
Right.
They really put in. They'll bring in like some congos, like subtly in the background that will then turn into like some jungle, and then like now you got it's like a whole switch. So it'd be like giving you like house, like something funky, and then it'll just move into like some bossa nova / like jungle, like house music. And I'm like, what just happened right now? Like I'm jamming,
Right. I'm
just
listening.
bopping. And so I definitely say anybody that is into music and into especially you DJs out there, definitely put that on, or if you like something to jam out with while you're at the house.
Check out some of that funk.
Yeah, exactly. But
Okay.
some of the things that for me, music wise, I've been really trying to find new music to even influence myself. And I actually have been tuning into a lot of the local radio stations, and there's a couple of artists that are coming out or that are already out in Corpus. There's some really cool bands that are actually here in Corpus. And we're going to go ahead and take a break here in a second, but once we get back here in the next couple of minutes, we will go ahead and talk about those bands. So with that, we're going to hear a word from our sponsors, and we will be back on the flow. Trip tonight, and yeah, that's my shit.
Now you make me want to listen.
Oh,
Okay, crank it up. Nice. I'm gonna check it out. I've never heard of it.
I'm getting used to like calm music now.
yeah, it's really nice.
You're welcome, Dad, for introducing me to it.
Yep.
All young kids know what funk is.
Ah, how's the camera look?
What?
On the computer screen.
You can't see Christian.
Well, he's not.
Well, I'm not in the shop now. What about now?
Oh yeah, no, that's good. You just need to be normal. Like, that's okay. Yeah.
Is it adorable?
Yeah, just be you, homie.
I
Just,
like it.
yeah. Where?
I feel like my camera's dark over there. But it's perfectly getting that the window behind us.
Yeah.
But weird. I have to bring a ring light in here. wasn't gonna mess with y'all today.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. You're the man.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. Hello. Welcome back.
Welcome back. And we are going to jump right back into it and continue talking about some of these local artists. I recently, again, I was listening to some of the radio stations around, and there's a couple of local artists that are on the radio, but also, not only just jumping into some of these live venues, like over at the Exchange. Surf Club always having some live music. And there's this, dang it, I'm actually literally right now forgetting the name of the band. Oh my God, the John Cortez band, I think it is.
Okay.
Oh man, I hope I'm not messing that up, but they are amazing.
Really?
They actually, I saw them for the first time at Art Walk, which was like in April, May, and they had a plethora of music genres that they covered. The band was tight, but the lead singer was killing it. And he's fly. He always like dressed real sharp, engages the crowd, and vocally always on point. But then like singing like difficult ass songs, like
Hard stuff.
hard shit. And I'm like, yo, you getting it in, bro. Yeah, you really get
He's
it.
using all of his vocals.
Yeah. And oh man, I'm so sorry that I'm missing out on that on the name of the band, but I'm almost John Cortez or the John Cortez band. I think that is.
Yeah, that might be
Mike, did you confirm the John Cortez band? Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Well, so shout out to them. Thank you guys for wherever you are. If you're listening, if you got people to listen, tell them that we said what's up and that, hey, keep playing and we're going to go see them some more. There's another band, Tryptonite, that I met one of the members. He's a bass player. His name is Dave, and he's one of the members in the band.
Okay.
Plays guitar too. Sick musician. But they're popping off in Corpus. They're actually like a reggae funk / ska band.
Nice.
Out of Corpus, right?
Yeah.
What's that?
Really.
You heard of that, Mike? What's that? Reggae, ska, funk, in Corpus? What? Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And they produce a nice sound. They have a good look. They all local. And see, this is the thing. Like you have so much talent here. How can we, create some more of a scene that we can really get people noticed and get people out there? And one of the young girls that actually also did some stuff with the Exchange on the House of Rock. I forgot to mention the House of Rock. They're always doing good stuff.
Yeah,
I love dropping in just because my oldest son did some open mics at the House of Rock, and being a high school kid, he killed it. It was
That's
great.
great food too.
Yeah, man, great food. Yeah.
Meatball sub is ridiculous.
Meatball sub is probably my favorite.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about those single slice pizzas, but the whole pizza is good. But I'm gonna go ahead and stay off those single slices. Unless you like a lot of bread. That's not how I like my pizza or my pies.
Meatball.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get the meatball. Yeah, you can't ever go wrong. But with that, this young girl, Kay Renee. Have you heard of Kay Renee?
No, I haven't heard of it.
You know what? I think you may have met. No, I don't think you were there. Whenever Clifton did an event. And Clifton Pope, shout out to Clifton Pope. He's a good friend of ours out here in Corpus doing his thing, helping to build community. But he did an event over by St. John's Church off Greenwood at one time. And she was one of the people that spoke and, told her story. And, I was there helping people with what I do. And I met her. She's a great girl. She has a little boy that was super cool kid. I was kicking it with the whole time. But she's a hip hop artist here in Corpus, and she's like popping right now.
Oh, nice.
She has this song right now on the radio called Waka Waka.
Okay.
and it's dope. And you know, like she's a female artist. She's coming up in Corpus, killing the game. I definitely say go check her out. Anybody that is into the hip hop, all you females that you know are artists, it's important that y'all start riding together.
Very true.
Like y'all got to take over the scenes and create something new. Can't be none of that cattiness, none of that like you know all that cattiness. I'll just say
Right.
that I've seen a lot here in Corpus. But check her out, Kay Renee. She has I was listening to I can't remember what radio station, but she's been bouncing around, so I've been hearing her a lot.
Okay.
And she's been partnering with the right people. And the thing that I will say that is important for all of you local artists, you have to get somebody on your team if you are not willing and able to get your own shows. Like you got to get out there and perform. You got to make some noise for yourself. You can't just be one of these internet artists that's always on YouTube and never leave the studio.
Right.
You actually have to get out there and perform because that's what's going to draw people to you. That people want to know who you are and they want to connect with you in ways that's just not going to happen if you're behind the scenes. So
Right.
I know there's a lot of people out there, a lot of artists. I have a really good friend also, Cool Joe. Cool
Okay.
Joe is another local guy here, but he does the promotion and the managing. So
Mhm.
he does a lot of hip hop events around the city. He does some stuff at Retro. He does some stuff at the Exchange,
Okay.
and they have he actually has an exclusive hip hop night over at Exchange. I think it's on Thursday nights, almost Wednesday or Thursday nights over at the Exchange. I'm gonna have to get my data together next week, y'all. Normally I'm on point, but you know it's been a long one.
That's all right.
Um,
It's holiday.
yeah,
We're still
exactly.
coming off the holiday.
I'm actually slightly clocked out for the year already.
I am too. I'm so there, dude. Like I'm like, as long as I can pay my bills, I don't even care if I get any
Yeah.
other work this week.
Yeah, it's like, well, seriously, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm working with veterans, and a lot of times through the holidays and the seasons and the weather change, they actually feel more pain.
Uh-huh.
So it keeps me busy. But mentally, Mike, Christian, I swear, man, I'm like, it's already December 25th. Like, I am clocked out on them, and I have no morale to give a crap. I don't. And my wife was like, she's like excited, right? She's like putting up the holiday stuff. She's like putting up the trees, and she's looking at me. She's like, "Oh my God, I'm so excited!" Like she literally said that. I am so excited. And I said to her, "That's awesome. Good for you." And you know, she was expecting me to match that excitement, but I'm like, nah. Like I'm not. I don't care right now.
Right.
And I'm gonna give myself that this year because
You need it.
well, I've had an extensive year growing
This
the
year was a
business.
grind, yeah.
Yeah, growing the business from scratch and from zero here in Corpus. And we reached our year anniversary on November 28th.
Nice. Excellent job,
Right?
by the way.
Heck yeah,
You've
I'm
been
so.
kicking butt
Dude.
names, man.
And I'm like, I didn't even realize it. It was like that morning of November 28th, and someone asked me the date, and I was like, oh, wow, we've actually been open a year. I should have thought about that more. Maybe we could have did something.
right?
But
It's
at the
still
same
not too
time, I'm
late.
like, well, you know, it's for me.
It is.
I don't really care about the celebration in public.
Uh,
What I'm caring about is the increase in our profit margin
Right.
as a business owner.
Of course.
I
The
celebrated
bottom line.
that part. So that night, I was like, you know what? Let's just buy something for the company. So I went online and I was like, what can we buy? Just to celebrate the company. Let's get a gift for ourselves. And so there's a couple of purchases that I did just for the space to, you know,
Tins machine or something.
well, we're going to be getting some more machines. I mean, that's some more containers for hydrotherapy, but it was more about the aesthetics of the space. Because, you know, I have a bare space right now,
Sure.
and that was purposeful. I've done that once where we went ham and like got all the furniture, and there was like nobody in the space to look at all the good furniture. So
Right.
now I'm like, well, let's fill the space, and then let's fill the space when we get people in the space. And
There you
so
go.
that has been my well, it was just a business strategy so that we kept our overhead down. And, you know, now we're getting to more like business talk, and we're not going to continue to flood the airways with too much business talk. But for all you entrepreneurs out there that need some help, definitely hit us up on the social media and we can holler.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that, I'm glad that I was able to finally come to this point where everything is smoothed out. It's been a year. We did something that most people fail at in the first year.
Sure.
And, you know, it's all about building that community.
Right.
And if it wasn't for me going hard in the community for a year,
About to say you're helping a lot in the community too.
yeah, it's awesome.
It's been
It's-
awesome to watch you.
That's cool, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
that. I appreciate that. Yeah, because it's that New York grind, guys. Honestly, it's when I put something to mind, what I see is that people around me start to show up, like even Christian,
Mhm.
and that he's been a motivator to help me keep myself in line, even though he may not even know it, because whenever you have people in your life and you watch them and you actually appreciate what they're doing and you're watching their moves, as I was watching your moves, it's the same, and seeing how he's been able to come into the city and create something, I knew that I can do it because he was around me. It's like energies flock together. It's like birds of a feather, right?
Right.
And so,
and I'm not gonna let you fail.
yeah, and likewise, right? And so that was the beauty of the symbiotic relationship between when I'm creating, all the people come, and whenever he's creating, all the people come. So,
Right.
with that said, going back to that idea of frequency, vibrations, sound,
Right.
it's all aligned.
Then we can get into the magnetic drawing of
Exactly.
certain people,
Exactly.
and environments,
Yep.
and
Exactly.
when you are in the right space.
And that's what's beautiful about this, because I want you all, and we'll leave because the show is about to be done, but I want you all to understand this. That was full circle. But when it comes to what me and Christian were talking about as far as sound, frequencies, magnetics, the study of it, and how the geometry of that will determine the feeling that comes. And so when you are creating something in your life, you are creating a sound wave. You even use your voice, and as you speak positive things, right, into the ether,
Or think.
exactly. You are creating sound waves, period, and they go out. They don't go anywhere else. They go out forever. And so think about what you're thinking, think about what you're saying, make sure that you are speaking positive life into yourself. If you are speaking things that are not positive into other people's lives, I will say this, it's going to come back.
Change it.
So be aware,
Change it.
be mindful. Thank you. This is The Flow. We will see you next week. Mike, take us out. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you all. Thank you, Christian.
Got it.
Yeah, man. So this week I'm actually going to I gotta go try to get in touch with the ice rays because we have to wait for Keisha. We gotta wait for the hooks to be back in.